Hello everybody. So this is Mother Crow here from Mother Crow Tarot. I'm going to be doing a weekly tarot reading. This is for the collective audience. That would be everybody watching. It's just a general of how this week's going to go. This week is November the 5th through November the 11th, 2018. Okay, so thank you for watching and I hope you enjoy it. First of all, I'm going to start off by talking about the deck. This deck is the Circle of Life Tarot, and it's a traditional 78 card tarot deck, but this one is a little bit different than most because it's actually round, which means I can't read reversals on it whatsoever because it's round, because everything's a cycle and it's not really like positive or negative, where some people see reversals as negative and the right side up as positive, you know. It's a little bit different than average. So how I'm going to do this is I'm going to pick a card for the beginning of the week, then one for the middle of the week, and then one for the end of the week. And I'm going to read both the guidebook definition, I have the guidebook here, as well as my own personal interpretation of the card and kind of how it relates to my life currently. And maybe by saying how it relates to my life, it'll help you connect better with the card, make that connection as to how it relates to your life. Okay, so I'm going to start by shuffling. This deck is a little bit challenging to shuffle for me. I have very small hands, and these are pretty big cards. They're not as big as like an oracle deck though, so that's good. But they are bigger than a regular tarot deck. I love this deck. This was actually a gift from a friend. It was actually my husband's friend that found out I was doing tarot readings, and she picked them up for me, and I absolutely love them. So thank you so much for that. Alright, so I've shuffled now, and this top card is going to be the beginning of the week. So that's like today and tomorrow, how the beginning of the week is going to go. The card here is the Queen of Swords. I'm just letting the camera focus on it now to show you all the artwork. It's a beautiful, there's a figure here, a female representing figure on top of a beautiful snowy owl riding through like this very wintry terrain, which is interesting because we are almost in the winter season. You know, a lot of people start decorating for Christmas around now and start decorating for winter in November, even though it's not winter yet, you know? So it's kind of cool that we get a wintry card. So now I'm flipping through the guidebook to get to the swords, the Queen of Swords, to read the definition. Alright, the Queen. Okay, so it says, right here, it says, a figure watches the world as her owl flies. The woman scans the horizon for movement. This woman faces a challenge of being able to stay high in the air. She must also take care to not stab her owl with the sword. Her owl gives her a huge advantage, for if she were on the ground, she could not see as far. Her face is determined and her eyes are perceptive. This card tells us that as long as you know what is going on around you, you'll have the upper hand. The meaning is having a keen eye, observation, being observant, observation of one's surrounding, and having a sharp mind. Keeping your mind clear of negative thoughts that might distract you from what's going on. Now, my personal connection to this card is the Queen of Swords is like my reminder to get out of my own head and to be always have the mom watchful eyes. You know, right now with the Queen of Swords, for me as a mom of 3, it's saying that I need to put my personal emotions aside and look out for what's best for my kids, you know. It doesn't, right now they might not like it. I might have to be a little stricter than usual, like with restricting candy because of Halloween being over. They were doing really good. I didn't have to restrict them right away, but like they were just getting the right amount. But now they've gotten excessive and we've had to put the candy away and kind of hide it a bit so that I can keep those mom eyes and be a little more watchful and not just so lenient and let them get away with everything, you know. Got to guide them in the right direction. But for others, like the connection could just be, don't get distracted at work with all the fancy Christmas decorations that are going up everywhere. Stay focused on your task at hand. You'll get through the day a lot faster if you just stay focused on that. I used to work retail, so that's like a big reminder too, just to stay focused on the day will go a lot faster if you just do your job and you don't like focus on, what do I have to do when I get home, or, you know, this day is just going so long. You know, just focus on what's at hand and not get distracted. Okay, so now I'm going to pull a card for the middle of the week. This is for like how Wednesday, Thursday is going to go. And then I'll pull a card for the weekend, which will be like Friday, Saturday. All right, so middle of the week, we've got the, another queen here. This is the Queen of Pentacles. I'm going to give the camera a minute to focus on the card, because this is a really pretty card. They're all really pretty. I just want to get a good shot of it before I get into the guidebook here with the Queen of Pentacles. This is another one of my favorite ones. It's another like motherly energy too here, which is, you know, fitting for me. Mother crow, you know. All right, Pentacles. Pentacles are towards the back of the guidebook normally. Alright, Pentacles. Found it. Okay. That's the king. Sorry. Queen. Queen of Pentacles. Here we go. I'm going to read it while I show you guys the card some more. And it says, a fairy sits on a mushroom, her hand raised in protection. Two snakes have been tied together, creating the illusion of the Ouroboros. The queen knows the value of being open. She is also practical, for she tied the two snakes together. Her hands has a hamaza raised in a gesture of security that helps her blend in with the mushroom. Her hat helps her blend in with the mushroom. A little bit of spelling errors in this. She sits on. Her challenge is trying to be truly open to the world. The lesson she shares is being compassionate and trusting in the world. The meaning is nurturing growth, trust, unity with all. And that's not a traditional meaning of the Queen of Swords. You know, the Queen of Swords normally just means, it normally means pregnancy, it normally means nurturing, motherly energy. The Queen of Swords is very much a mother card. It's that earth energy, that nurturing Mother Earth, getting out into nature, experiencing life, watching the fruits of your labor grow. Like for me, I have a garden. I garden a lot. And so this card, when it comes up, it's telling me to check on your garden. You might have something that's ready to harvest, you know, or very close to being harvest ready, you know, with the sometimes the Ace of Pentacles is the harvest card, and this one is like the check. Check on your garden, check on your babies, check on the seeds that you have planted. One of my friends actually posted on Facebook today. She was like, you have to plant the seeds in order for it to grow. And I was like, that's perfect timing, because this week it definitely feels like that energy. I'm planting the seeds now with this video in the hopes that it will grow in the future to be a weekly thing or even a bi-weekly thing. And the Queen of Pentacles is saying, check on the projects you've already got started. Don't start a new one right now, but check on what's already out there and see how close it is to completion. You know, check on that. Be open to the world around you, as well as being open to the things you've already accomplished, you know. Sorry, I'm saying and you know a lot, I do that. Alright, one more. Weekend card. Let's see. See what the weekend holds. Okay. So the weekend holds the 10 of Cups. Or I think in the suit they call it chalices. But I'm calling it cups because I'm used to calling it cups. Alright, the 10. I almost opened right to it. I was like 2 pages off. It's perfect. Okay, so the 10 of chalices, and I'll give it a minute to focus on the card some more, and read the book meaning, the guidebook meaning. Okay, 10. A man sits upon an armored fish, raising his hands out in celebration. The fish coils protectively around him. The person in this card has reached a new highlight in their life. Now that he is on top, he will need to figure out what is next. He has a companion to help him get to where he wants to go. and fuel to get him there. The fish wears armor because it knows that the journey may not always go as smoothly as possible. I'm getting glare, sorry. There we go. This card tells us to be proud and celebrate your achievements. The meaning is completion, expressing gratitude, celebrating a project that's completed. So this is a good, really good weekend card, you know, because your week is over. The hard work of the week, the busy 9-to-5 job is coming to the end, and you get to celebrate a little. Maybe it's the ending of a cycle, ending of a quarter. Like my oldest, he's in school right now, and the first semester is almost over, and he's getting his grades. He should be getting his grades this week, and it's about that time of year where you have that little mini celebration, like you have a break. Like this is the first for a school year, rather. This is like the first break coming up, you know. So it's a time to celebrate how you've done and where you're going next, you know, because for me, it would be a celebration of completing this video. It took me so long to get to this point. So that is the Ten of Cups. It is all about celebration and completing a cycle. Me completing this video, completing this part of my journey. I've been doing this on Facebook for a full year now. It's a little bit over a year now, actually, that I've been reading professionally on Facebook. And that cycle is coming to an end, and I'm starting this new cycle of reading online through YouTube, and I will continue reading through Facebook as well, doing live videos and stuff there. If you're not following me yet on Facebook, my page on Facebook is Quote the Crow Tarot. Please like and subscribe to me here on YouTube for Mother Crow Tarot. And I'll be doing these videos once a week for now, and then hopefully come January I'll switch to twice a week where I can alternate between tarot and oracle decks. I do have a lot of decks, a lot of geeky decks, a lot of deck reviews and stuff to come, so be sure to subscribe to my channel. My goal is 100 subscribers by January 1st, so help me hit that goal and I'll have like something special, like a giveaway for a really cool reading or something. Okay, and be sure to check out my Facebook page because I do weekly 3-card draw, and you pick a card that resonates with you, and that might speak to you a little bit more personally than this generalized reading. This generalized reading, I'm feeling the energy of the whole world, and I'm just trying to read for everybody. Where that, pick a card, you get to pick which card speaks to you, and that just feels a little more personal. Out of the like 4 or 3 that I draw, you can pick one. And this week is also Circle of Life Tarot over there as well. I use the Circle of Life. This is my deck of the week. Every Friday on Facebook, I do $1 Fridays for $1 reading, question readings. I might have to put a limit on that eventually, but right now it's unlimited, so as many questions as you want, only $1. That's Fridays only, and I will also be using the Circle of Life Tarot for this Friday on there. So again, be sure to subscribe to my Facebook page and subscribe to me here on YouTube for more fun things to come. Thank you!